The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Washington football team. Brandon Wilson to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
12.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Well, there was plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now Joe Mixon. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
11 mighty.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Here we go. Can.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Sliding out of it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. DeAndre Carter back deep. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Heineke on 1st down. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. Not much there, only a yard.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards out of the catch.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Pressure gets there on Heineke, and down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
Point A, B, and C.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second down and 8. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal 1st down. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Oh, look at the juke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
On 1st and 10, Heineke. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with
pressure. Gets there on Heineke, and down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt to the backfield. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Mike 20! Regular. Hey, chill.
Throwing Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You can see the thought process there. With his speed, they were hoping he could pop one. Instead, the coverage was good, and they forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 7. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
Watch Mike.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, a give to Mixon. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Heineke. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. 7 yards there and a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Heineke to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Heineke. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 from Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Thomas. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Heineke. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. A first down throw for Heineke. Open man is Samuel, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
From the 44, Heineke. Now they go screen. It's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw is Heineke. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Open man is Uzama. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Rolling to his left. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
Well, Charles, I think you and I both agree these guys were outplayed in that first half, and the scoreboard reflected that, but they've come out since halftime. It looked like a different team.
And it makes you wonder what was said and done in that locker room, because they've made some nice adjustments, and they're executing better. I think they got some fiery guys on that sideline that had a few things to say at the half, and now they've come out with a vengeance.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
3 yards the gain there, second down. From the gun, Heineke. Escaping the pressure right.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Heineke now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
Heineke now looking to throw on first down. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On first down, it's Gibson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They go play action. Now Heineke.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And a play fake, and now Heineke.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Sam Hubbard, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he fires one incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
1st down, Heineke.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Throwing, Heineke.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Now that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They go play action with Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
11. 52's the mark. Watch Mike.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
11.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
11 MT.
And they go play action now. Burrow, he'll buy some time right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Heineke. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Looking to throw, Heineke.
This will be caught for the ground.
7 yards to pick up there.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
And they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback, because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.